Urgent Niners fan! Look at what just happened. Nobody saw this coming, huh? But first, make sure to subscribe to the channel because we bring you daily videos with the latest Niners news. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. Report 49ers Hall of Famer may hold out for contract, trade possible, San Francisco 49ers future. Hall of Famer could trigger trade talks this offseason if he ends up holding out for a new contract. The San Francisco 49ers future Hall of Famer George Kittle could be on the trade block this offseason since he may hold out for a new contract. According to reports, one source believes the 49ers should trade Kittle if a holdout happens, as the team will likely rebuild after the 2025 season. It's clear the organization wants to spend less money, and the only way they do that is by not giving Kittle a new massive extension, but it might not give the 49ers a choice, so the team could be in a standoff on what they want to do for the future of this team. Before trading Jordan Mason, there were rumors that an NFL insider believed that if the 49ers wanted to fulfill the rebuild, they should trade Christian McCaffrey. However, it doesn't look like that will happen, and a Kittle trade seems more likely in the 49ers offseason situation as they're negotiating a long-term deal with quarterback Brock Purdy. It's easy to say the team might have to rethink about giving Kittle a long-term contract considering his age and where he is in his career. Originally selected in the 5th round of the 2017 NFL Draft, the former Iowa product became one of the best tight ends in the league on the level of legend Rob Gronkowski, Antonio Gates, and Jason Witten. The 6-time Pro Bowler might not be open to a trade, but if he doesn't get a deal he deserves, he might change his mind, and these 5 teams could pursue him. Report 49ers Hall of Famer George Kittle may hold out for contract, trade possible. Next possible teams. Baltimore Ravens. It's still possible. The Baltimore Ravens could trade Mark Andrews despite positive signs they're keeping him. If that happens, the team could bank on a capable backup like Kittle. He might not want the backup job, but if it means a Super Bowl run, it won't matter for the veteran backing up Isaiah Likely. Los Angeles Chargers' Tyler Conklin is signing a 1-year deal, so it seems like the Chargers are testing the waters of any pass catcher for quarterback Justin Herbert. Since the Los Angeles wide receiver room is still poor, they could make that up to stabilize the tight end unit. Will Dissly could probably get cut if he shows signs of inconsistency, and Kittle is easily the favorable replacement. Kansas City Chiefs' Travis Kelce is returning for what will probably be his final year in the league. This means the Chiefs will need to do some soul-searching for who will become the next big tight end for quarterback Patrick Mahomes. Despite signing Robert Tonyan, he's more of a fit as a backup, and Kittle could be the next target for the Chiefs. If they give the 49ers a worthy deal in a possible trade, the Carolina Panthers are getting younger each season in their pass-catching department, so they should be on the hunt to sign some capable veterans. Tommy Tremble is returning on a 3-year deal, but Ja'Tavion Sanders had his moments and isn't ready for full-time duties just yet. Perhaps they could trade for Kittle to give quarterback Bryce Young a legitimate, consistent target to boost his chances to move the chains. Washington Commanders. For the Commanders, they're maximizing Jaden Daniels' rookie contract and resigning a few veterans like Zach Ertz, who was a favorite target on this offense. The Commanders might want to continue to head in that direction. George Kittle reuniting with Deebo Samuel could make sense for what they're trying to build under Adam Peters. Pausing this news, just to say that if you want YouTube to keep recommending the latest Niners news to you, it's very important that you leave a like on this video. Thanks. Now let's get back to the news. NFL rumors. 49ers insider suggests Brock Purdy trade to Titans. Would the San Francisco 49ers really trade Brock Purdy to the Tennessee Titans on the night of the NFL Draft? Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers have yet to come to an agreement on a contract extension, which has led to speculation that the former Mr. Irrelevant could be traded instead. Although team general manager John Lynch and owner Jed York appear willing to sign Purdy to what will surely be a lucrative, long-term deal, they have not done so yet. And with the NFL Draft quickly approaching, one 49ers reporter floated the possibility of the team trading Purdy on draft night. Purdy's agent seems to think his client is worth $60 million per season simply because that's what the Cowboys pay Dak Prescott, 49ers on SI's Grant Cohn said. The 49ers probably are willing to pay him $50 million per season, but $60 million per could be too much. If Purdy and his agent refuse to budge, the 49ers could give them permission to seek a trade. and the Tennessee Titans just might be interested. Cohn suggested the Titans draft Penn State edge rusher Abdul Carter with the number 1 overall pick and trade for Purdy, who would then get a big extension in Tennessee. The Titans have been linked to Miami quarterback Cam Ward for much of the draft process because of a glaring team need. In Cohn's hypothetical, the Titans, in exchange for Purdy, would trade a 2025 first-round pick, which they would need to acquire. If they draft Carter first overall and a 2026 second-round pick, that could become a first-rounder depending on the Titans and Purdy's success. San Francisco would then either draft a quarterback like Colorado's Shedeur Sanders, or sign or trade for a veteran like Aaron Rodgers, Kirk Cousins, or Mac Jones. It would seem unlikely that any of that would happen, though. While the 49ers are probably hesitant to give Purdy one of the biggest contracts in NFL history, they are not in a great position to let a 25-year-old quarterback who led them to a Super Bowl just over a year ago walk. Purdy's true value has been the subject of much debate over the past few years. After being selected with the last pick in the 2022 draft, Purdy shockingly had success when he was forced to become the 49ers starter as a rookie. He and San Francisco made it to the NFC Championship, but early into the game, he tore his UCL, knocking him out of the game and dooming the 49ers. The following year, Purdy was named the starting quarterback before the season, and he excelled in the role. He led the NFL in passer rating and helped the Niners win 12 games the NFC West and reach the Super Bowl for the first time since 2020. If Purdy and the 49ers can't come to a deal before this summer, it would not be a surprise if he holds in or out, much like teammates Trent Williams and Brandon Ayuk did last season. How the 49ers have already improved their run defense. Despite losing and cutting a bunch of defensive players, the 49ers believe they have already improved their run defense. Countless impactful players departed or were cut this offseason by the 49ers. Most of those losses from the exodus stem from the defensive side of the ball. The 49ers already lacked talent on defense, and now it has gotten worse. However, there is one aspect of the 49ers defense that can be viewed as improved, or at least it is what the 49ers believe. Despite losing a lot of talent, they have improved their run defense. It's because they reunited with Robert Saleh to be their defensive coordinator. His scheme and experience is what will boost the run defense alone. It doesn't solve the issue by any means. The 49ers still need to support Saleh with talent, but it shouldn't be as poor as it was last year. If you have good players and a good scheme, you should be good against the run, said Kyle Shanahan at the NFL annual meetings. When you lose players, or someone's getting after your scheme, how do you adjust it? I think the experience that Roberts had, he's had to do that over the years. That's something we had to do last year, where we knew we were banged up and had to do some different things. When we did some different things, it was hit or miss. So that's stuff that Roberts gone through a bunch. He's done it in New York, he's done it here, and you always want to be able to add it and fix it with personnel. But when you can't fix it with personnel right away, you got to do it with scheme, and Roberts been successful with doing that with both. I think the 49ers do have an improved defense because of Saleh, so I resonate with what Shanahan said. The run defense will be better, but they still have a long way to go. The scheme can only do so much if the 49ers don't have the players. Saleh will be limited in what he can do to mitigate and reduce the big gains. The only problem is that Saleh will be working with a lot of rookies. The 49ers are looking at the upcoming draft as their main source to restock the defensive line. While it is good to get younger and find new cornerstone players, it is also risky because the 49ers haven't been great at drafting defensive linemen in recent years. Maybe this year will be different with input from Saleh. Either way, Saleh has a difficult task ahead of him and has the toughest challenge of any coach on the 49ers. And now, Niners fan, I want to hear from you. What's your opinion on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I don't know if you know this, but your opinion matters a lot for Niners. He'll be back any moment with more Niners news.